Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another mukbang. Okay, we are trying
5 McDonald's burgers.
up in this mofo. I am actually really excited and I'm really hungry. So, I'm just gonna start eating. Also, I want to tell a story of my scoliosis experience. I had the operation, so I want to go through that and like tell you how that was and just my experience for anyone else that has scoliosis or is going to get the surgery done. I'm just going to talk about my experience and how that went for me. Okay, so I've written everything down on my phone, all the questions that I want to do, all the things that I want to talk about. Okay, but first, let me tell you what I have here. So this is the Chicken Legend with cool mayo, the cool mayo sauce in it. This is the new Indian chicken in a garlic naan sandwich. But as you can tell, it's two like fillets, which is kind of annoying because it doesn't really look that nice on camera, but we're gonna see how it tastes. Here we have the original quarter pounder with cheese. Here is my favorite, actually, McChicken sandwich. And here we have also, which is new, the Canadian stack with maple barbecue sauce. So I'm gonna try this first, and this is how that looks. Nice. Oh, barbecue sauce. I was gonna say, like, where's the sauce in it? They're really not good at making sandwiches. McDonald's, they just slap everything together and everything's just falling apart. Tastes a lot like the quarter pounder, of course, because it's the same beef, but this has the barbecue sauce in it, maple barbecue sauce, and some bacon bits as well. Okay, now let's start getting into the story. I first found out I had scoliosis, or scoliosis, however you guys say it. In 2012, I came back from Nigeria because I spent, it's the quarter pounder, got some onions there. So I came back from Nigeria because I spent 3 years there doing boarding school. There's a cucumber. Is it cucumber? No, it's not. It's gherkins. So yeah, it's hard talking and eating at the same time. Jeez. 2012, I found out I had scoliosis because that year, when we came back from Nigeria, me and my sister, we had like a GP checkup. My sister had actually had an appointment. I followed her to the appointment and with my mum as well. And yeah, we were in the room. I don't know what the appointment was for. And but when that was finished, I was there. So I was like, hi, excuse me, I have like a lump. I don't know if it's a lump. Like when I bend down, when I hunch over my back, like there's an arch in one, like on this side. Well, it was on this side actually. when I bend over, there was an arch in it. Because we didn't know what it was at the time, of course. Chicken legend. Yeah. And I also told the nurse, oh, I also have back pain as well, so I don't know what that is. I never really searched it, so I asked her, what it was. And so she was like, okay, bend forward, let's see, and feel, and, do a checkup and see what it might be. And then, after all that was done, we must have found out maybe like a week or two later. And the nurse said that we had scoliosis, me and my sister. But around that time, I didn't want surgery. I was in college doing performing arts. And I didn't want to be out of it. Like, I didn't want to get the surgery done and then be out of school, because I don't know, I was really devoted to my performing arts course. But my sister decided to get her surgery done. Fast forward maybe 3 years later, I decided, it was 3 years later after my course. So I had a 3-year course in college. When that was done, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this surgery done before I move on to like drama school or anything else, just to get it out of the way. This is chicken sandwich. I love a good chicken sandwich, man. So good. It's so good. Right now, chicken sandwich tastes the best. 3 years had passed, decided to do my surgery. Went back to the GP. They referred me to the hospital where I was going to do my surgery. I was actually on a waiting list, and I thought, I'm good. I can wait. A couple months before I'd be at the front of the line. So I'll wait.
I'm chill. I'm not scared yet.
But I think someone cancelled last minute, so I was up next for this surgery. And not gonna lie, I was really scared. Really scared. This is my first major operation. This is my first operation, full stop. So you could imagine how I was feeling that time. But my nerves were also calmed because my sister had done the surgery before me and hers was successful. So I was like, do you know what? Let me not freak out too much, alright? I haven't even touched the garlic naan yet. Man. So yeah, I was just like, okay, cool. Let's get this surgery done. Let me just get it over and done with. Stop freaking out. But let me tell you, like, I was having nightmares. I was having dreams. I was anxious. I was kind of stressed as well. Leading up to the surgery. Okay, now, surgery day has come. I hope I'm not leaving out any important details. But this is the garlic naan. It's like, the bread is like it's naan bread. The cheese looks like Swiss cheese or something because it's very light, as you can see. Let's try this. It's good. They got the Indian flavoring, right? I don't think I like the bread though. It's too hard. I like soft bread. Let me carry on. Let me finish this because I love me some McChicken sandwich. I love all the mayonnaise in it. I absolutely love the mayonnaise in the McChicken sandwich. It's so good. So it's the day of my surgery now. The doctor has given me some instructions to prepare for the surgery. So no eating, like, what is it, 12 hours before the surgery. They gave me like a wash to wash with, and yeah, just basic surgery instructions for the patient. And done all that, gone into the waiting room, and there was a few other people there. Oh, I remember this vividly. I was like the youngest person there, and I was with my mum. And I was shitting my pants, I'm not gonna lie. And then the doctor called me in, like, to mark out where they were gonna do the incision for the surgery. So like he got a pen and then he drew down my spine and stuff. Also, I have these pierced. What is it? Tragus? Yeah, I have my tragus pierced. And normally they say don't wear jewelry, but the earring's really hard to take out. For some reason I couldn't take it out, so I told the doctor that, and he was like, yeah, it's fine, or let's see, there's some pliers, let's see if we can get it off. But no, it didn't work, so they just put tape on my ear. Which thankfully did not affect anything. Let's try this one. I haven't even touched. Oh yeah, I have touched it. I feel like I could use more ketchup. Listen guys, I'm not good at telling stories. So I'm trying my best here. This happened like 5 years ago, so I'm trying to go off my memory. I did write some stuff down just in case I forget. Okay, so they put the tape in my ear. I said I wanted to go use the bathroom. Went and used the bathroom, and then like my mum was looking for me. So as I come out, she was like, oh, there you are, they were looking for you.
She said you should come in. That is your turn.
It's your time for the surgery. Oh my gosh. When I tell you my heart dropped, I was so scared. So we walked with the anesthesiologist. We walked to the anesthesiologist room. So there's a room before the actual surgery room. So we went in there, and my mum had to leave me like on the way there, and I started crying because like I was so scared. When I tell you, I was like,
Mom, I love you.
I was crying. But the anesthesiologist was so nice. Like, he was so nice, calmed my nerve. There was a bed in the room. He was telling me what he was gonna do, and I was like, do you know what, I really don't want to come out of this surgery with pain, so can you do something with that? Can you do something about that? Like, can you help me with that? And he was like, yeah, sure. You know, he was telling me a story whilst he was putting the anesthetic in my arm with a needle. And he was like talking, we were talking. By the time you know it, I was gone. Like, I was asleep. And like, what felt like 5 minutes later, I woke up and the surgery was done. And I thank the Lord Jesus because I was in no pain at all. I was in no pain. And if I still have pictures, I have pictures of after my surgery. My mom took a video of me. I was high of morphine. Like, I was hella high of morphine, and I was like,
Oh my gosh, Mom, I feel so good.
and I was laughing. I was like, Mom, record me. I remember that time vividly. But yeah, I was happy. I was in no pain at all. I was so happy. So yeah, we were in the ICU. I don't know for how long because I feel like I was in and out of consciousness. But I do remember being wheeled in the bed down to the patient's room. I don't know what you call it. But yeah, I was wheeled down to there, and there was like 5 other women there. These are women. These were older women, and yeah, but I was still like kind of out of it. My hospital experience, I never want to go through again. I think that was the worst part. Surgery after surgery, fine. But the experience in the hospital, I did not like it at all. Like, I wanted to leave. So I was in the hospital for 7 days.
7 long days.
Felt like a month, but no, it was 7 days. And the first couple of days, I was still kind of out of it. And like, I think every night, the nurse or the healthcare assistant, whoever it was, had to take my vitals. So she took some blood, like she would be taking blood. I think she was taking blood every 3 hours, like 3 times a day. And then to the end of my stay, like it was once, like at night, she was taking blood. But yeah, I think there was also a point where I wasn't breathing that well through my nose. So they had to give me this tube, breathing tube. But yeah, it went into my nose, around my ears. And I think it was connected to something. Do you know what? I don't exactly remember, but I'm trying to remember everything I can. I don't think I'm a big fan of that. I think it's just the bread. Let's try this again. I don't know if you guys have this burger in America. I imagine you have better things in the McDonald's in America. But yeah. Also, this is when I started to get back pain, like from the surgery. They were easing me off the morphine and all the medication they were giving me to stop the pain. So this is when, well, if the pain wasn't that bad, it was bad at night because I couldn't lay down the way I wanted to. I had to lay straight down on my back, I couldn't really shift. Also, I had a catheter, so I didn't need to go to the toilet for the first couple of days. I also had like a tube coming from my back where the blood was draining. TMI, I know we're eating, but it's not that bad.
That's spicy.
The sauce on the cool mayo, no, on the Chicken Legend, it's not even cool mayo, it's a hot and spicy mayo sauce. I didn't even notice that. It's kind of spicy. It's been a long time I've had spice, but it's nothing. What else happened in the hospital? Oh yes, when they took the catheter out and I was going to have to stand up and use the toilet. Standing up for the first time after the surgery was hell.
Hell.
I had to try, I think, about 3 times. The first time, I had to turn my body and then lift myself up because I didn't have that much range of motion after the surgery. So they had to like scoot me to the edge of the bed and had to hold me in order to, you never know, like, I am so be grateful that you can walk and you can use your legs, because that time I was like, I felt so incapacitated, didn't feel in control of my body. So the first time I tried to stand up, it didn't happen. Like, I think I put my legs down and I stood up for like 5 seconds, started to get nauseous, legs were wobbling, like I couldn't use my legs. So, you know, they were like, okay, let's try again the next day. And second day now, stood up, because the physiotherapists, yeah, they were the ones helping me. So stood up, I think almost like walked. I walked. They had a wheelchair right behind me, and I almost fell to the ground. I walked a couple steps and I was like, hell no, I can't do this. And as I sat down, as I was about to sit down, I vomited everywhere because my body was just not used to walking. Like, I just could not do it. Actually, I don't mind the cool mayo. The cool mayo, I keep saying cool mayo, is hot and spicy sauce. The third time now, it was a success. Stood up, still had the wheelchair behind me. Around that time, my ex-boyfriend came to visit me. You know, he was there helping me walk about the hospital. Well, not really walk about, just up and down the little corridor that was there outside our room. But yeah, I was so happy. And as I stood up, like, as I stood next to my ex, I could tell, like, I felt a bit taller. And I was like, damn, I'm taller. And I was also skinnier. I couldn't eat as I was in the hospital as well. Like, I felt like I was gonna throw up. I could have like 1 or 2 bites of food and it was a wrap. Like, I couldn't really eat that much. That was my hospital experience. There's a bit more there. Maybe I'm missing some. It was nice because my family came to visit me. My brother's friends came to visit me. My ex came to visit. Like, everyone came to visit me. I felt so important. But yeah, it was time for me to go home now. No one came to pick me up. Everyone was busy. Like, I can't blame them. Like, people still have their own lives, okay? My mum was at work. Everyone, like, was at work, you know. But that was fine because the hospital had transportation to bring me home. Actually, no. My mum was not at work. But my mum doesn't drive, so she couldn't exactly pick me up. But there was hospital transportation, so they wheeled me down in a wheelchair. I was like, ooh, I don't have to walk. Yes. I was so like, I was ready to go home, I'm telling you. I was so done with that place because I felt like I couldn't really recover there. You know, the hospital it's not like being at home. So yeah, they ward me down to this, like, there was lots of people waiting there for transport from the hospital home. So yeah, I waited a bit. By this time I could like walk by myself. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot this. Okay, so when I was trying to walk, or when I started walking, that's when they took the catheter out. And I had to go use the toilet now. My mum was there, the nurse was there, and then they helped me to the toilet. My mum helped me to the toilet. But you know, they have little things there, like, to help you sit down and stuff. And you know, it felt so good to actually use the toilet by myself. Like, got there now, struggled to sit down on the toilet seat, and as I was sitting down, I could feel myself drifting. Like, I was drifting. Like, I felt like I was about to faint. Like,
I was gonna faint right there and there.
my ears started going fuzzy. Like, my eyes started going blurry. And I was like, I'm gonna faint. I'm gonna faint. And I was trying to come. I was like,
Mom.
she was out the door. She was like, I'm like, Mom, I'm gonna faint. I'm gonna faint. And she's like, what? Don't faint. Don't faint. Don't faint. And she called the nurse and she was like, don't faint, because, oh Lord, if I did, that probably would have been, I had to probably do another surgery. I would have damaged my back. Like, the nurse came, my mum came, took me back to the bed. I lied down and they had to like put my feet up so the bloods could like rush back into my brain. I guess that's the saying. This is a long ass story. But yeah, that was just one part I forgot. Okay, so I'm going home. Hospital transport brought me home. Mum was cooking food. The driver was so nice, helped me all the way up to the door. And yeah. I think I'd do a part 2 about how coming home from the hospital was, what life is like now. After the scoliosis surgery, if I still have the S. So when you have scoliosis, your spine is like an S, almost like an S shape. So yeah, to see how much that has been corrected, like into a straight line. All of that is going to be in part 2. Also, if you guys have any questions that you would like to ask me or things you'd like to know, yeah, just go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I don't know if the story was all over the place. I didn't really finish my burgers, but it's hard and I am full. I hope this story could help you, or my experience can help anyone that's gonna go through the scoliosis surgery. And yeah, it is late. It is 1 a.m. in the morning. I am tired, but there will be a part 2 to this story, to this experience. So I hope you guys like this video. Like I said, comment any questions you might have, and yeah, I'll see you in part 2 of this scoliosis storytime experience, scoliosis surgery, you know what I mean. Alright, thank you for watching. Bye bye.